JBNN will keep you informed. I'm Michelle Jones. Hi guys. Before we get into the news, please remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and share the news with someone today. Now on to the news. Man fatally shot by cop in robbery attempt. A policeman is hospitalized and an alleged gunman is dead following an attempted robbery in Sydenham, Spanish Town, St. Catherine this morning. It is reported that at about 5:30 a.m., the corporal was on his way to work when, upon reaching in the vicinity of the Villa Palm Hotel in Sydenham, he was pounced upon by a group of men, with one of them being armed with a gun. It is reported that they intended to rob him. The gunman fired at the policeman and he took evasive action, which resulted in an exchange of gunfire. When the shooting subsided, the gunman was shot and his cronies fled. An illegal gun was retrieved from the unidentified gunman. The police also suffered gunshot wounds to his hand. Both were taken to the Spanish Town Hospital, where the gunman succumbed to his injuries and the policeman admitted for treatment. The Spanish Town Criminal Investigation Branch is probing the incident. The Independent Commission of Investigations was notified about the incident and has launched a probe into the matter. Tufton breaks wrist after being hit from bicycle. Minister of Health and Wellness, Dr. Christopher Tufton, is being treated at hospital for a broken wrist. He sustained in a cycling accident Sunday morning. Tufton was reportedly riding his bicycle on Charlemont Avenue, St. Andrew, when he was hit by a motor vehicle. The minister made a post to Instagram in which he expressed gratitude to God and well-wishers who reached out after news of his accident broke. Tufton shared a photo of himself in a hospital bed with a bandage to his forehead, shaking hands with dancehall artist Valiant, who he confirmed was involved in the incident. Well, this Sunday wasn't planned. Took a fall this morning on my bicycle, Tufton captioned the photo. Counted myself very lucky because it could have been worse. Thanks to God and to all who have made their prayers and sent messages, he added. Also thanks to Valiant who was involved for rushing me to the UHII and to the team of doctors and nurses who are currently attending to me. St. Elizabeth police seized gun, 3 men arrested. 3 men were arrested after the police seized a 9mm Ruger pistol during a vehicular checkpoint on the Pedro Plains Main Road in St. Elizabeth early Sunday morning. Reports from the St. Elizabeth police are that about 1 a.m., the lawmen stopped a motor car with 3 male occupants. During the search of a bag around one of the passengers' necks, the gun was found. The man and the other occupants were arrested. Their identifications are being withheld, pending further investigations. Police probing attempted arson at Gordon House. Police are probing a case of attempted arson at Gordon House, the seat of Jamaica's parliament, in downtown Kingston Saturday night. A representative from the Jamaica Constabulary Forces Corporate Communications Unit confirmed that the incident took place around 10:28 p.m. It is reported that 2 security guards who were on duty smelled the substance, and after checks were made, a minor burned to the front door of the building and a burnt plastic bottle were seen. The fire brigade was called and the fire extinguished. Police reported that there were no injuries from the fire and no damage was done to the building. The incident was also reportedly captured on surveillance camera. A motive for the attack has not yet been established. Meanwhile, the Opposition People's National Party, PNP, says it is concerned about the attempted arson. In a news release on Sunday, the PNP said the incident represents an attack on a symbol of the country's legislature and lawmaking. It added that the attempted arson requires immediate attention from law enforcement officials to establish the motive behind the incident. The parliamentary opposition calls for a swift and comprehensive investigation to ascertain the identity and motive behind this attack. It is imperative that the authorities take all necessary measures to ensure the security of our parliamentary institution and bring those responsible to justice, the PNP said. We encourage anyone with information about the incident to contact the relevant authorities and help reinforce the message that our institutions are invaluable to criminal activities, the PNP urged. 43-year-old man charged over robbery in Halfway Tree. The St. Andrew Central Police arrested and charged a man in relation to a robbery along North Odeon Avenue in Halfway Tree, St. Andrew on Saturday. Charged with robbery with violence is 43-year-old Rayan Rennie, a construction worker of Ambrook Lane. Reports are that about 3:30 a.m., the complainant was walking along the roadway when Rennie grabbed his bag, which contained $700. The complainant, in fear for his life, made his way to a police station and reported the matter. The man was then taken to the location by the police and the culprit was pointed out. He was subsequently arrested and charged. His court date is being finalized. There's nothing we can do about it, says father of St. Mary attacker. As he prepared a meal for his jailed son on Friday, Philip Reddix was on the verge of tears. He had wondered if he had been home 2 days earlier as scheduled, 3-year-old Asher Campbell would still be alive today. He also wondered what had gone so horribly wrong with his own son, 33-year-old Devon Williams, who is now charged with murder and wounded with intent. Me still can't get my head around it, the distraught father said. In called me and said coming to check me. I wasn't home. I had gone to Galena to deliver some things, Reddix added mournfully. Williams returned to Jamaica 2 weeks ago from the United States, where his mother lives. He has her last name. It's my second child. Him grew up here before him go foreign. I used to send him to Iona Prep. Him never give me any trouble. Quiet youth, said Reddix, his voice betraying a wistful yearning for those days. He said his son had been employed before leaving Jamaica, and he made a living from doing construction work when he was in the U.S. He proudly spoke of the regular trips Williams made to visit him in Jamaica, and then he turned up unexpectedly. It was when he was at the airport him called me to pick him up, Reddix said, adding that he was called because of the exorbitant amount his son was being told it would cost to charter a taxi to St. Mary. I may pick him up and him there good, he said. Asked if he was aware his son had mental challenges, he explained that Williams was fine until he was stabbed in the U.S. According to Reddix, Williams' friends had an altercation with a group of men who later showed up at their house. His friends were not at the house, only him. None that is not him and them have anything him never run. One of them stabbed him in the neck with a screwdriver. It looked like from there things don't go right with him, Reddix said. He stressed, however, that while his son was on medication after the incident, he showed no signs of mental disorder. He might have seemed good, Reddix insisted. He said when Williams arrived in Jamaica, his mother called to say her son had forgotten his medication and they should be sending them to him. Up to the time of the attack that left a child dead, the medication had not arrived. My mother used to say, if one of your fingers spoiled, there's nothing you can do about it. It is what it is. There's nothing we can do about it, said the resigned Reddix. According to the Port Maria police, between 3:30 p.m. and 4 p.m. on Wednesday, little Asher was walking with family members in Pagey when he was attacked by a man wielding an iron pipe and a knife. As they tried to stop the attack, the boy's mother and 5 others were chopped and hit on different parts of their bodies. The injured include Asher's 6-year-old sister, who received a wound to her left hand, her mother, 45-year-old Philippa Walker, who received laceration to her right hand, 58-year-old Philip Brown, who received stab wounds to his face and laceration to both hands, 61-year-old Michael Brown, who was hit in his head and on his fingers, and 56-year-old David Chopper John Waugh, who is a newspaper vendor and a laborer. On Thursday, Waugh described the horrific attack. "Me da deliver fish. How me reach the yard get to drop off a fish, me just feel a stabbing in my neck," he said. He said he turned around and saw a man he did not recognize. "Me see the man cross him hands like a Muslim, and then him say, 'Hala, hala, I need to kill this man. The man is a cultist,'" Waugh related. He said he later realized that his attacker, who continued to hit him, is the son of a man he considers a friend. "Me and the man father were at the seaside in the morning. I'm a friend. We are fishermen and good at sea. I know this something," said Waugh. The attacker sent shockwaves through the usually quiet community and renewed calls for proper care of mentally ill individuals. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.